the purpose of this video is to explain how to go about with the personal project. So let's get started. The first part is the child needs to ask, what is my area of interest? Can I use this to solve a problem? What are the types of problem I can solve? What action can I take? So to start with, the child may or may not get an answer. That's perfectly okay. But we have to keep ourselves reminded about these questions all the time. Next part is to choose a topic and identify different areas. So I chose kite flying. Say I am extremely passionate about kite flying. Okay, so there are different areas that I've identified. One is the flying aspect of the kite, another is the design aspect, another is the festival aspect. Now, under flying, there can be again different things like what are the type of thread used. Some thread used, they use manja, some is without manja. Then the quality of thread varies. Then it comes the technique of flying the kite. Okay. Then in design aspect can be the usage of color. Also kite around the world, if you know, are of different types, so there are different shapes and sizes. And then the festival aspect can be like what is the traditional value of it, flying kite, the cultural aspect, and also the revenue. So as we know, through kite flying, some countries celebrate this event in such a gala way that they attract tourists across the world, so and that brings revenue. So now after the child has identified different areas, he or she needs to think which area I want to choose, because I want them to research really deep. It's okay, they can take a very tiny bit of it, but research really deep down. For the sake of example, I'm taking the third one, that is festival. Okay, let's see what I do with this next. Next, after choosing the area that is festival for me, I want to try and connect with the theme. Now there are 6 themes, so you have to see which theme this is going to go. So if I see the first one, this is talk that talks about who we are. So it's like self, beliefs, values, physical, mental, blah blah blah, relationship. So we have to go through like this friends, community, cultures. Okay. So if I look at flying kite as a cultural thing, as a traditional thing, I might choose who we are. Let's go to the second one. It talks about where we are in place and time. So it's like how things changed over time, migration, relationship between and the interconnected of civilization, blah blah blah. Next is how we express ourselves. If you see, it talks about more about culture, feeling, creativity. um, so since I have, see, it can be anything based on what is my focus area. If I choose, say, the design part, maybe how the world works, because it might talk about the scientific designing of kite and all this thing. But since I've chosen festival, I think for me, how we express ourselves will go the best, because it talks about inquiry into the ways in which we discover and express ideas, feelings, nature, culture, beliefs, and values, the ways in which we reflect on, extend, and enjoy our creativity, our appreciation of aesthetics. You might not agree, but I kind of agree with this, so that's okay, because we might have different opinion. So then of course we have 2 more, how we organize ourselves and sharing the planet. These can be your area of interest too, but for me, for this particular example, I'll go for how we express ourselves. Okay, the next part will be continued in the next video.